How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Undertale Expert Challenge. In this video, we will be making our way through the core and fighting Mettaton. Against Mad Jack, we will need to stare twice. Now, it doesn't actually matter which orb we stare at to resolve the encounter, but the orb we stare at does determine which attack he uses against us. I personally think the corner orb attack is easier to dodge. To dodge the attack, I suggest staying at the bottom for as long as you can, and then slowly moving up as the crosses move in on you. So that was one of just 2 encounters we will have in the core before fighting Mettaton, but pay attention to which way I go so that you avoid more encounters. With the lasers here, Alphys will tell you it's orange, orange, blue, but it's really blue, blue, orange, so be ready for that. Make sure you go straight here. If you go up, you'll hit a dead end and you'll have a forced encounter. Just like before, play it safe with the lasers here. So from here we will want to go left, up, left. You will need to solve this puzzle in order to avoid a lot of really hard enemy encounters. If you die to Mettaton, which, spoiler alert, you're not going to want to save before, you will go back to that puzzle room, so you can kind of use that to practice the boss fight with Mettaton. So from the puzzle room, you'll want to go up, then as far as you can to the right, then down, and then to the right again to get to a bridge. There's actually another bridge further up, but there's a bunch of enemies on that bridge, so you don't want to go over that one. And you will need to get through the puzzle room to access this bridge. Against this guy, it's random whether you have to pick or don't pick on him. I got unlucky there. For that first attack you saw, I actually recommend trying to stay around the edges. For this attack, move all the way to the left and then move up and down as you need to dodge the attack. If you want to just practice Mettaton and skip the enemy encounter, you can actually just flee from him. So the way we beat Mettaton is we have to raise his ratings above 10,000 and get through all of his attacks. If we choose the boast option, we will constantly gain rating as long as we're not taking damage. Each of Mettaton's attacks does 6 damage, so this is going to be a 2-hit boss. If we boast every time and we don't get hit more than once, we will be above 10,000 by the end of the boss. For this attack, you want to move to one side and then shoot all the robots on that side. Do not shoot the bombs in the middle. For this attack, move to the side that the feet are on, shoot the feet 3 times, and then move up out of their way. Shooting the top here is more important than shooting the robots. Make sure you prioritize hitting the top, or it can easily hit you if you focus too much on the robots. So your best option is actually to pose here, because you don't get any points if you boast. And if you type legs, you get the most points for the essay. But it doesn't really matter what you do here because you're going to be above 10,000 anyway if you just boast every time. So for this attack, you have to shoot Mettaton in the heart a certain number of times in order to progress in the boss. What you want to do here is stay in the middle at the bottom and shoot at him right up until the robots throw the hearts at you. Once they throw them, move out of the way and into the corner, and then move back and start shooting him again. For this attack, shoot the robots on one side and then move to the top, and then you can easily dodge the hearts. So this attack is easy, just shoot the disco ball if the next line is white and it'll turn to blue. For this attack you want to shoot the bombs and then immediately move out of the way. The bombs here are going to alternate coming from the left and the right. You will gain ratings if you boast for this commercial break, just FYI, so there's no need to pose or anything. So this attack is pretty tough. What you want to do is shoot at the blocks from the bottom while they're spinning around them, and then when they move out, move in toward his heart so you can shoot that more easily, and then when the blocks come back in, move down through a gap in the blocks. For this attack, shoot the blocks, not the bombs, and then remember which blocks you shot so that you can move back through it when it rewinds. For this attack, maneuver around the bombs and then shoot the blocks that are in your way. For this attack, it's like before, you need to shoot the bombs and then move out of the way, but they're not going to always alternate, and it's going to be random which way they come from, so you need to be ready for the bombs to be on either side of the block. For this attack, you can immediately shoot one of the bombs and then move out of the way. What you want to do here is be patient and prioritize dodging his attack, and then shoot his heart whenever you have an opening. And always be ready to move out of the way if you shoot the other bomb. And that's the end of the boss. In my opinion, this section with Mettaton is the hardest part of the entire challenge, especially with it being a two-hit boss. You will definitely want to use the puzzle room to practice fighting Mettaton. I would especially focus on mastering dodging his attack where the blocks spin around his heart, because I think that's his hardest attack to dodge. So, now that you've beaten Mettaton, you'll need to go back and complete True Lab in order to get the True Pacifist ending. This is assuming, of course, that you've gotten the neutral ending before and have reset the game. If you haven't gotten the neutral ending, you need to go through and complete the neutral ending, beat Asgore, beat Flowey. The rules won't apply if you do that because it's not part of the challenge, but you need to complete that, and then you can resume doing the challenge when you finish with that. So we're not going to take this elevator. Instead, we're going to go back and exit the core, and if we've done everything right, we'll get a call from Undyne. And we can take this elevator to exit the core once we get past Mettaton. So Undyne just told us to meet her at Papyrus's house, so that's where we're going to go. Pay attention to which way I go here. Once you exit the MIT resort, you're going to want to go to the right and down this elevator. Take the elevator to left floor 1. You need to be careful that you don't end up going the wrong way, because you don't want to have an enemy encounter and take damage after you just got past Mettaton and haven't saved yet. Speaking of saving, wait until you get into True Lab before you save again. We're going to go all the way down to this boat and then take it to Snowden. So from here we go down as far as we can, and then take a right and we're at Papyrus's house. So Undyne's going to give us a letter here, and if you've played Undertale before, you know we have to take it to Alphys. And we're back to Alphys's lab. So I just skipped past the whole Alphys date thing, and after that you're going to find yourself in the dump where you fought Mad Dummy. So Papyrus is going to call us here and tell us to meet back at Alphys's lab, so we're going to go back to the lab again. And we'll go through this door and take this elevator to True Lab. True Lab is not going to be easy to get through, but we're going to have to wait until the next video to see how to get through it. And until then, remember kids, don't try this at home. I'm what you call an expert.